Build a fire and gather round the tree. Fill a glass and maybe come and sing with me. So kiss me under the mistletoe. Pour out the wine, let's toast and pray for December snow. I know there's been pain this year, but it's time to let it go. Next year you never know. But for now, Merry Christmas. We dance in the kitchen while embers glow. We both know love, but this love we got is the best of all. I wish you could see it through my eyes, then you would know. My God, you look beautiful right now. Merry Christmas. The fire's raging on, and we all sing along to the song. Just having so much fun. Why we here, can we all spare a thought for the ones who have gone? Merry Christmas, everyone. So just keep kissing me under the mistletoe. Pour out the wine, let's toast and pray for December snow. I know there's been pain this year, but it's time to let it go. Next year you never know. But for now, Merry Christmas. We dance in the kitchen while embers glow. We both know love, but this love we got is the best of all. I wish you could see it through my eyes, then you would know. My God, you look beautiful right now. Merry Christmas. I feel it when it comes. Every year happiness carry on. Fill up with so much love. All the family and friends are together where we all belong. Merry Christmas, everyone. It's Christmas time for you and I. We have a good night and a Merry Christmas. It's Christmas time for you and I. We have a good night and a Merry Christmas. It's Christmas time for you and I. We have a good night and a Merry Christmas. It's Christmas time for you and I. We have a good night and a Merry Christmas time.
I'll be home for Christmas. You can plan on me. Please have snow and mistletoe and presents by the tree. Christmas Eve will find me where the love like
Ahern Live Comedy Showroom. Having missed an obvious applause cue, I'll continue. If you could please take your seats and get ready for a show, we're about to start. Are you ready to have fun? Are you ready to laugh and cheer and have a good time? Without any further ado, please welcome to the stage your host for this evening, direct from HBO, Comedy Central, and Fox TV. It's Lorenzo Clark. Wait, that's me. Yes, that's me. Yes, let me hear you. Let's get excited. Make some noise. Hi, everybody. Nice to see you. Come on down. Woo! Somebody scream. Woo! Hey, everybody. Welcome to the show. Are you guys excited? Are you having fun? How about a round of applause for the people from Camouflage School? You can't see them, but they are here. Welcome, everyone, to the Ahern Live Comedy Showroom. How many people, a round of applause? How many people, a round of applause, are here tonight for the very first time? Very first time? Excellent. And how many people, round of applause, never been here before? Never? Okay, it should be the same people, but it's different people. I don't know how that works out, but this is definitely the case. So thank you all for coming to the show. How many people were here for the show that we did at 7 o'clock? Round of applause if you were here at 7 o'clock. Just two of you. Okay, good. All right. Well, then you'll know when to cue the people to applaud. Yes, exactly, because we're going to do the same show that we just did, more or less. You know, we might ad-lib a little bit here and there, but we're going to basically do the same show that we did before. We have a great headliner tonight from The Tonight Show, the great Ed Regine. Give him a big round of applause. He'll be out here in just a little bit. My name is Lorenzo Clark. I'm your host. Everybody say, hi, Lorenzo. Hi, guys. Nice to see you. This is my post-pandemic look. I put on a few pounds. I let my hair grow out. Yeah, just call me Flavio. Flavio, thank you for laughing. Yes, that'll be my goal tonight, is to make people laugh individually. That's right, because anybody can make the entire audience laugh, but when you can make just one person laugh, you suck. Okay, but we are here tonight in the Ahern Live right here in Las Vegas. That's right. That's a good sign. That means you guys are partying because you're in a Vegas state of mind, right? Right? Exactly. Okay, so let me take this opportunity to reintroduce myself. My name is Lorenzo Clark. I own Clark County. That's a good one, right? Yeah. No, I used to own Clark County. I sold it to Don Ahern. Thank you for laughing over there. Okay, no. No, but that is my name, Lorenzo Clark. The Clark part comes from my father, who's originally from Indiana. Do we have any Hoosiers in the room? No, let's talk about them. You know what it's like going through life with a Hoosier daddy? Just saying. Okay. See, my joke, yeah, my show is much better with a drummer. Little rim shot, a little Gene Krupa. That's right. So my father left Indiana early age to go fight in World War II. That's true. At the end of the war, he was stationed in Italy. That's where he met my mother. They got married and moved to Hollywood, California in the 50s. So I really am half Italian. Yeah, people always say, you don't look half Italian. I say, well, you're looking at the wrong half. Now, I was born and raised in Hollywood, California. Hollywood, if you don't know, the only place in the world where the people are so spaced out, they need a giant sign in the hills just to remind them where they are. That's right. Of course, on a smoggy day, they haven't got a clue. And there's a lot of smoggy days. And from what I understand, North Las Vegas could use a sign. You know what I'm saying. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. So besides the sign in the Hollywood Hills, there's a place called the Magic Castle. How many people have ever been to or heard of the Magic Castle in Hollywood, California? Nobody? One person? Okay, yes. Three? Okay, yes. You've seen it in film and television shows for the last 60 years. It's a very famous place. It's like a real-life Hogwarts. It's a beautiful white Victorian mansion, sits in the hills, and it is the clubhouse for the Academy of Magical Arts, and that's where I started performing, so I got to learn all the magic tricks. So I'm going to do a couple of magic tricks for you, and then I'm going to bring out your headliner, and boy, are we going to have fun or what? That's right. Let's see. The gentleman here, what is your name, sir? Jeff, good memory. Got that on the first one. Okay, Jeff. Now, Jeff, you've seen all the guys do magic tricks before, right? Like David Coppertone, right? Sigmund and Freud, Pence Hurton, Fenningeller, Shin Lim, Chris Ankle. I want you to think of Shin Lim, Chris Ankle, Shin, Ankle. Okay. Yeah, I know. I could do a femur joke later. Okay, anyway. So here's I want you to think of the most amazing magic trick you've ever seen and or heard of in your entire life. Doesn't matter how amazing it is. I'm going to attempt to perform that trick right here, right now, right on this stage. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Name it now. Rope trick. My favorite too. Okay, good. Yes. That's right, the old rope trick. Here, if you would just examine the rope, close enough. Okay, good. Yeah, just a piece of clothesline. Just a piece of clothesline. If someone could, as you can see, a piece of rope has two ends and a middle, right? If I were to take a pair of scissors, yes, and remove one of the ends of the rope, yes, I now have a piece of rope with one end and a middle. If I remove the other end of the rope, we have a piece of rope, no ends, just a middle. See who's paying attention out there. I hear the giggles. There's titters of laughter. Okay, watch closely. Two ends and a middle. I find the middle of the rope. A hush falls over the crowd. A hush. Hush falls over one of the crowd. I'll take it. Okay, here we go. Watch closely. Look at this. Oh, two pieces. Okay, they want more. Actually, the name of this particular trick is called cut and restored rope. Sometimes I get a bit confused. All right, let me start again. I'm going to start again with the... Oh, yeah. People do this at work for you, just don't seem too impressed. All right, I'm going to do this again for the sake of redundancy. Watch closely. Here we go. Watch closely. Yes. Watch. Yes, here we go. Look at this. Ho! Two pieces. Woo! Look at it. Yeah. A couple times the hard way. And this part of the rope, it becomes one complete piece of rope. And when I say complete, oh, yeah. I mean complete. Oh, yeah, sure. There he goes. Now he's good. Boy, howdy, look at that. Yeah. Woo! All right, you guys don't seem to understand. I'm going to keep doing this trick. Like it. If I were you guys, I would applaud a lot. At the end of the trick, otherwise we're going to lock the doors. You'll be in there for 3 hours, be like an Amway meeting, no one's going to the bathroom. Now, upon careful observation, most people can see a piece of rope has two ends and a middle. I find the middle of the rope. What do? I cut it. Could I hear an amen? Amen, yeah. I even at the top ends, could I hear a hallelujah? Hallelujah. I even at the bottom ends, and then, yes, you guessed it. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. Wasn't talking to you. Here we go. I even up the middles. And then, you guessed it, believe it or not. Yes, I restore the rope using my favorite method. Oh, throw me a freaking bone here. All right, here we go. Look at that. Yes, cut and restore rope. Thank you so very much. Cut. Actually, of course, just a little blow instantly causes I not to fall back and start at two ends. And a middle. Yeah. Yes. Here you go. You can play nightclub in your own home. Charge your friends a 2-drink minimum, you have a good time. Yes! Speaking of 2-drink minimums, we do have headliner comedy shows here every Friday and Saturday night, with the exception of next weekend, and of course this weekend because it's a buyout. But next weekend we have the NFR rodeos happening down here, down on the first level here at the Ahern, and then the next weekend with John Cabanero we start doing headliner shows all through the week, and then into the new year we do Thursday, Friday, Saturday comedy shows. So pick up a flyer, ask somebody, and we also do New Year's Eve here. So right now I'm going to do one more magic trick for you, and then I'm going to bring out our headliner tonight. The trick that I'm going to do for you right now, I actually performed on the TV show Masters of Illusion. How many people have seen the TV show Masters? 9 seasons. We've been on 9 seasons. No one's seen it. Okay, good. All right. 9 seasons. I did this trick season 8. Watch closely. This is called the torn and restored paper trick, otherwise known as the rip up the paper, put it back together trick. If you've seen this trick done in the past, you may have seen this trick done with a newspaper. For you younger people, a newspaper is that thing you put at the bottom of a birdcage. Now, the idea is very simple. I'm going to rip up the paper, attempt to put it back together, hence the name, rip up the paper, put it back together trick. If you've seen this done in the past, you may have seen the magician use a bag, a box, maybe a hat. I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to use not only sleight of hand, but also sleight of mouth. Uh-oh. Aquarium. Aquarium, believe it or not, back together in one piece is indeed our cocktail napkin, just like that. Yes! Oh yeah, we having fun yet? How about the rest of you? I know you are. Are you ready for comedy? Are you ready to laugh? You know, they say laughter is the best medicine. That's right. Norman Lear just passed away, 101. George Burns, 100. Bob Hope, 100. Dick Van Dyke is still alive. The more you laugh, the longer you live. So get on the edge of your seats, prepare to have some fun. If you guys want to move down and take up some of the other chairs here, you're going to get a chance to talk with the man and see him live and in person. You've seen this guy before. When you see his face, you're going to recognize him. He's a character actor. He's appeared in many, many movies, including Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. You've seen him many times on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. He's a good friend of Jay Leno's. And he's got a new show. It's a syndicated TV show that I just performed on called It's Always Funny in Vegas. Okay, right now, you're going to love him. Originally from New York, now living here in Vegas for many years. He's a real goomba, good guy. Let's hear it for him as we welcome to the stage, Ed Regine. Here it is. That's you. That's you. Breaking Daddy here. How you doing, man? Ed Regine, let's hear it for him. Come on, lift the roof.
One more time for Lorenzo. Come on, let's hear it for Lorenzo Clark. He's crazy, he's wild, he's everything. We love him. Hello. Wow, what a group, man. This is amazing. I should tell you a little bit about myself. I'm Italian. Where are the Italian people? Yes, right. I was born in the house, not in the hospital. Doctor was there telling my mother to push, told my sister to boil some water. My father saw it, he put a box of spaghetti in it. Yeah, I was born al dente, all right? Not that funny. I got an older sister, really Italian. Her vinegar douche is balsamic, okay? That's how Italian she is. I'm also the world's biggest idiot. I got this aquarium at home. I figured I'd stock it with some unusual fish. I go to the fish store. I pay $85 for a blowfish. What a ripoff. Oh, you're laughing? I was in that tank for 2 hours, nothing. I'm like, the piranha came over, but I'm like, get the fuck out. Last week I was at McDonald's. I ordered from the value meal because you can tell my career is skyrocketing, and I ordered a hamburger, fry, and Coke, came to $4.17. I look at my pocket. I got two $1 bills and a $100 bill. So I hand the kid the $100 bill, and he freaks out. He's like, I got to get the manager. So the manager comes over. He says, sir, we cannot take that bill because if it shows up in our receipts, we're all fired. He said, but do me a favor. Just take the food, no charge. Lunch is on McDonald's. And get this. It works at Wendy's. It works at Burger King. Little dining tip for you people. Last week, my horoscope said, don't put all your eggs in one basket. So I'm in the supermarket. I'm wheeling 12 shopping carts. I am an idiot. But I'm a happy idiot because I'm not alone. I see, there's millions more out there. We might have a few right here in this room. Yeah, here we go, right over here. Did anybody ever try to start your car that was already running? Oh, yeah, we got them over here, right? And the car knows it because it makes that noise. You ever been in your car, stopped at a red light, there's a bus or a truck alongside of it, it starts rolling, and you swear you're going backwards? And you freak out people in the car, like, what are you doing? I don't know, I can't stop. So I'm married, sorry ladies. My wife's great, but yeah, she has this job. She works regular 8 to 5, 5 days a week, and she loves her job, but she bitches about the commute, Oh, this commute, I can't stand it. I hate this commute. I'm sick and tired of this commute. And I'm like, that's weird because she works from home, so, yeah, I know. The other night I came out of the shower. I never do this. I just did it for a goof. I came out of the shower and I said, honey, I just shaved Mr. Happy and the twins. You know what that means? She said, yeah. That means the drain's going to be clogged again. She has a girlfriend who is going to get breast reduction surgery. Can you believe that, guys? We hate that, right? I mean, we like them nice and big, right? We like to do that nuzzle thing. Breast reduction, that's something a guy would never do. You never see a guy go in for penis reduction surgery. That ain't never happening. He'd be like, hey, Doc, you got to help me out. My back is killing me here. Carrying his telephone pole around all day. And why do men call their private parts junk? Why do they call it junk? Mine is precious. Mine is the family jewels. Yeah. In fact, last night I said to my wife, I said, honey, can I put my jewels in your safe deposit box? She said, no, the bank is closed. Been traveling around a lot. Thanks for stopping by, folks. So, yeah, thanks for coming. Appreciate it. Thank you. Have a great night. I thought they'd never leave. Anyways, so I've been traveling around. I fly a lot. You know, there's idiots on the plane. 37,000 feet in the air. I'm surrounded by idiots. Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah. I'm flying New York to L.A. nonstop. Halfway through the flight, there's a guy sitting next to me. I hadn't said a word. Finally leans over and says, so, you going to L.A.? No, I'm ejecting over Montana, you idiot. And the flight attendants, you know, I'm sitting in my seat. She comes over and says, sir, we're going to need your seat in the upright position for takeoff. Is that going to save me? We slamming a mountain at 500 miles an hour. Is this going to save me? Am I going to hear in the news a plane with 166 passengers crashed upon takeoff? 165 people survived. One man was killed. Apparently, his seat wasn't in the upright position. Then they start the big speech. Today, our captain is Captain John Dawson. Who cares? I don't know who that is. Let's get the plane down safe. Next time you do that, I'm going to freak the whole plane out and go, no, not Dawson! Ah! And she said, most of our flight is going to take place over water, so note that your seat cushion may be used as a flotation device. Well, I got more news. I know the plane's going to hit the ocean at 500 miles an hour. I don't think anyone's going to want to use my seat cushion for a flotation device. And pretty much at that point, it's a Huggies. And I'm sitting in my seat. She comes down the aisle. She looks at me. She goes, trash. I'm like, hey, bitch, you don't know me. And the pilots, I love the pilots. They're my heroes. Did you have a pilot do this? From the cockpit, this your captain speaking. Where else should he be? Am I going to get on someday and hear this? This your captain. Guess where I am? What the fuck? And when I got on the plane, I looked in the cockpit to see who was flying it, and it was a lady pilot. She had that cap on and everything. I said, excuse me, you the pilot? She goes, yeah. I said, can I ask you a question? She said, yeah, what is it? I said, when there's a guy in there, they call it a cockpit, right? No, you guys are getting way ahead of me now. It was a simple question. I said, what do they call it when you're in there? She just looked at me and said, box office. Traveling around a lot. Idiots. And we get information fed to us like we're idiots, don't we, folks? I bought some nasal mist, said in the bottle, insert nozzle in nostril and squeeze. Well, thank you. You know, because for years I've been doing this. I was in a department store. I saw a warning label on a baby stroller. Remove baby before folding. You ever notice how they put the word ambulance backwards on the ambulance so when you look in the rearview mirror, it's the right way? If it was the other way, would we not know? Are we too stupid to figure that out? Would there be people driving going, honey, there's a big van behind us with flashing lights and sirens. What do you think that could be? I don't know. Let me check. It's an ecnulubma. The guy over there going, B, U. Have you ever seen this one? May contain. Like they're not sure what's in it. A couple of guys at the factory going, hey, Joey, did you put all that stuff in there? Hey, I don't remember. All right, just put may contain. Don't worry about it, right? How about this one? Apply to affected area only. Like where else would I put it? Like, hey, man, what's that on your forehead? Oh, it's preparation H. I don't know. It didn't tell me where to put it. I was watching Animal Planet. Narrator said this: the anteater is 6 feet long, however, his mouth is only a ½ inch wide. I'm thinking maybe he's sick of eating ants, but that's all he can fit in his mouth, you know? Maybe he'd like a nice 3-4 inch plump, juicy beetle, but he can't fit it. Maybe the beetle would know that, you know? He'd walk by the anteater teasing him, hey, man, don't you wish you could have some of this? Ooh. Then you see the anteater all aggravated. You're such a jerk, man. I hate you. I was watching the show on rodents. They had the world's largest rodent, a capybara, 4 feet long, 200 pounds. I'm thinking, what fun if I could ever get my hands on one of these. I'd put it in my basement, call up a pest control company. Guy shows up, oh, yeah, what can I do for you? I don't know, I think I got a mouse down in my basement. He heads down those stairs, I hit that deadbolt, fun for hours, right there, folks. I was watching Shark Week. Narrator said this: if you're attacked by a great white shark, tap him on the nose. Can you see that working? 5,000 pounds of eating machine coming at you at 40 miles an hour, and you try this? Excuse me. I'm swimming here. Can you see the shark? Oh, sorry. Then I was watching 2 lions. Get this now. 2 lions out on a hunt. They're hunting down 1 million wildebeest. 1 million. And the wildebeest are running for their life from these 2 lions. Do you ever get so pissed off you start yelling at the screen? I'm like, hey, turn around and beat the shit out of those 2 lions. It's 500,000 to 1. I think you got a shot at it. But they didn't listen. And they got one of the wildebeest, and they got him on the ground, and they started eating everything. And the guy said, here comes the scavengers. This big vulture came around. Then a jackal came up. Then another bird came down. The guy said, this is a guinea fowl. Now, I'm Italian. I'm not real comfortable with that term. But it's okay. They showed a close-up of the bird. He had a velour jogging suit, gold chains, pleated pants, shiny shoes. He's like, yo, lion, I'm starving over here. Come on. So I just got back from working on a cruise. Anybody been on a cruise? Yeah. Back there, right? Cruise, okay. Yeah, first time I ever did a cruise, I had no idea about that power flush toilet. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I got down there, I flushed. I don't think I quite got up in time. It was like... For the rest of the trip, I was tucking my testicles in my socks. Yeah, no shuffleboard for me today, guys. No, I'm just going to toss these over the rail, let them soak a while. And it was an old crowd, too. I mean, some of the people in their late hundreds, you know, they didn't want to do anything. Yeah. It was so bad, the midnight buffet was at noon. That's how bad it was. But we had a great itinerary. I swam with the dolphins. Anybody? Yeah, my dolphin kissed me. He come out of the water, he's like, ooh, 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 and then he kissed me. But then he got weird. Because you know they come out of the water and they do that backup thing? Mine did it coming at me. Then we went, oh, this was great. We went to a little island called St. Martin. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Half Dutch, half French. On the French side, they have a clothing optional beach, and part of the beach is nude. No clothing at all. And I never been, and my friends are like, you got to go down there and check it out, man. You got to check it out. So I'm like, all right. So I get down there, and I'm walking among all these people, and I realize something after a while. I realize not everyone should be allowed to take all their clothes off. Yeah, and you see the old guys where gravity sets in, they're walking down, you know, and they're knocking over sand castles. It's like, put a robe on, Grandpa. Jesus Christ. You ever notice the hairy guys at the beach? Of course not. You think they're shrubs. You be walking down the beach. Hey, honey, look, someone left a gold chain on that bush. Thank you for that applaud. Pick you off one at a time. And not the guys, some of the gals, too. We had one woman on the ship, kind of a full-figured gal, if you get my point. She was wearing a fishnet bathing suit, and she was snorkeling. Yeah, some guy came out of the water. He had a couple of drinks. He's like, there's a manatee trapped in a fishnet. Somebody put lipstick on it. I got stung by a jellyfish. A little jellyfish stung me right over here, and a guy came out of the water, and a guy yelled out, pee on it. Folks, it's over here. So now I got to figure arc, trajectory, angle, wind resistance. Then I'm thinking maybe if I just go straight up in the air and run under it, nothing works. So finally I'm in the men's room. Oh, excuse me, sir, could you do me a big favor? Hey, come back here. Where you going? Yeah. And I don't know if you noticed this. All the piercings that are going on, have you seen this? I saw one guy at the beach, he had hooks through his eyebrows, pins through his nose, more hooks through his lips, through his nostrils. He went in the water, came out, he caught 3 fish. It's unbelievable. And people on the beach, all they do is text. You know, they're texting like this on the beach, on the blanket. They're just doing this. I was sitting next to a guy at the blanket for 2 hours. He was doing this. 2 hours. And he didn't even have a phone. He didn't. He didn't have a phone. I love you people. Thank you. I'm here for you. Forget those people. We don't care about those people. Yeah, they just want to talk and they don't care. So I'm married. What? I didn't hear that. What? Just yell out incoherent nonsense anytime you feel like. It's okay. Well, I'm married, like I said. Sorry, ladies. My wife is great, but she does stupid things all the time. Loves to go to the movies, won't pay the money for the popcorn. We'll bring our own, which sucks because I got to carry the microwave, the extension cord. Just bullshit. She wanted the new vacuum cleaner. I took her to Best Buy. I'm like, here's one over here, honey. She goes, no, I want one with a headlight. I'm like, what do you need a headlight for? She said, what if I'm vacuuming at night and the power goes out? Okay. She gets these women's magazines to make the bedroom more fun, you know? Yeah. And I was thumbing through and I saw this article. I said, hey, honey, did you see this? She goes, no, what is it? I said, look, it says right here. The wife gets the husband in the mood, and then when he gets an erection, they take onion rings and play ring toss. I said, you want to give that a shot? She's like, all right. So she goes into the kitchen, comes back in the bedroom with a box of Cheerios, and I broke 2. I broke 2. Barely fit. It barely fit. You guys are great. These people are in another world. It's okay. I love you guys. Huh? Calm down. It's like the Donahue show. Take it easy. How do you feel about that? Oh, man. She got a girlfriend, just turned 50 years old, got her first tattoo. Got a tattoo of a hummingbird on her butt. My wife's all excited. Pearl got a tattoo of a hummingbird on her butt. What do you think of that? I say, I think in 20 years it'll be a condor. That's what I think. For those of you who don't know, that's a really big bird. I'll explain them if I have to. I don't. And you know what I noticed at the beach? I noticed that guys now are shaving everything. Have you noticed that? Guys are like shaving their chests, they're shaving their arms, shaving their legs, under their arms. And women, ladies, you've been shaving everything forever. And not all women are beautiful everywhere. Yeah, you know, you got an ugly house, you put a bush in front of it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I put 2 in front of mine. So. I love you people. What a great half a crowd. It's the greatest half a crowd I ever played to. I'm going. I think I can't even see where I'm supposed to stop. What the hell? I can't even read that. Oh, my goodness. So before I was married, check this out. I dated, you know, and you got to wear the condoms, right, guys? Right. Thank you. I bought some, came with directions on the pack. Can you believe that? It said in the pack, don't ever reuse a condom. I'm like, shit. You know, because for the longest time, I just kept rinsing mine out and hanging them on the line. I got 3 or 4 of them up there. Neighbors looking out. Boy, Ed had a good week. Holy shit. And one time, after I was married, just for fun, I bought the glow-in-the-dark condoms. I put one on. I immediately became Darth Vader. I'm walking around the bedroom. Bring me the princess. Make sure she has onion rings. My wife came out of the bathroom. She's like, oh, there's a firefly in the house. I'm like, I like watching ESPN. I like sports. We have sports fans here. Where are the sports fans? Yeah. Did you know they did a thing on the Olympics? Did you know in the ancient Olympics, runners thought clothing would slow them down, so they actually ran naked? Boy, that had to change. That had to make that relay race a lot more interesting, don't you think? Because you'd have to be real careful when you're reaching back for that baton. Well, the baton feels a little spongy today. Oh, it's the Ugandan team. I like sports. Some sports I don't understand. Like curling, I don't get that shit. Have you seen it, curling? They're pushing this crock pot down the ice. 2 guys sweeping. It's not a sport, that's housework. My favorite is women's beach volleyball. Yeah. I was watching a match. My friend came in. He's like, Ed, what's the score? I'm like, who cares? Leave me alone. My new favorite now is women's tennis. Yeah, have you watched it? You know, they hit the ball. Yeah. I watch it blindfolded. I'm on the couch with a bag of Cheetos, baby oil, and I'm having a great time. You know, they had on ESPN. They had a show called the Sports Rarities of All Time. I don't know if you ever saw this. This is real. It's a real show. Sports Rarities of All Time, and they had the shortest and tallest basketball players ever on the same team. And it was back in the day. It was the Washington Bullets, and the tall guy was Manute Bol, 7 feet 9 inches tall, and the little guy was Tyrone Muggsy Bogues, 5 feet 3 inches tall. And I'm thinking, these guys are on the same team. They have to take a shower together after the game. Can you imagine what it was like for poor little Tyrone in that shower room? He'd be like, hey, man, get over there. Ouch. Delayed reaction. He's like listening to the radio with a 7-second delay. I can't see the friggin' thing. Oh, shit, I gotta go. Before I go, I'll tell you what's really bugging me now is these prescription drug ads on TV with the wacky side effects. Anybody know what I'm talking about? You've seen it. It's like, may cause sudden death. I do want to get rid of this headache. There's a product out there to get rid of the flu called Tamiflu. 2 side effects, dizziness and vomiting. I'm no doctor, but isn't that the flu? Now they have this weight loss product called Xenical. Have you heard about this? 2 side effects. First one, frequent and uncontrollable bowel movements. I'm not making this up. Second one, oily leakage. Now, there I am. I'm the Exxon Valdez. Look at me. There's sandbags all over here. Look at the dead wildlife at my feet. Frequent and uncontrollable bowel. How bad do you want to lose weight? Trying to show off to your friends? Hey, man, look how flat my stomach's getting. Hey, does that load in my pants make my ass look fat? There's a product out there called Valtrex. Anybody know what that's for? Herpes. Valtrex. And it says, do not take Valtrex if you've had bone marrow transplant or HIV positive. I'm thinking, you got that going on. A little outbreak is no big deal. Who gives a shit? Who cares? I'll pass it along. I don't care. even Viagra, I don't know if you know this, even Viagra has a side effect, loss of vision. You see some guy naked with an erection walking around his bedroom going, Marco. His wife's under the bed, Polo. And now they have this new one, this Cialis, not the one with the bathtub in the woods. This is the new one. This is the one that can happen with an accidental touch, and it's ready whenever you are. And I said, you know what? I'm going to try this. I tried it, and it worked. My wife was bending over the freezer to get some vegetables. I brushed by her. I got so excited, and boom! I nailed her right there. And she got really pissed off because we can't go back to our local supermarket anymore. Thank you for that applaud. I appreciate it. I'll pick you off one at a time. I don't care. And I read this in the newspaper. I'm not even making this up. There was a couple that were trying to have a baby and they couldn't. So the husband started taking this product called Levitra. And they got pregnant. They had a baby girl. And they were so excited, they named her Levitra. Isn't that weird? That is so weird. In fact, I was telling my son Heineken, I thought that was so weird. You guys have been a lot of fun. Thanks a lot.
It's Ed Regine, everybody. Ed, the machine, Regine. You did it. Look at that. Fantastic. Let's hear it for him. Come on, show him your love. Show him your love. Show him your love. Ed, Regine, look at that. Standing ovulation. Look at that. Standing ovation. It's amazing. It's amazing. God bless you. Let's hear it for him. Ed Regine, everybody.
Can I say one more thing?
One more thing.
I got to tell you, folks, let's get serious for a minute. I really mean this. You guys tonight for me, and I have to be honest when I say this. I mean it from the heart. Tonight, you guys for me, you've been a car payment, and I thank you for that.
You've been a car payment. God bless you, brother. All right, let's hear it for him. Ed Regine, everybody. Wasn't he great? Yes. Look at that. Another standing ovation. Yes, he's moving on out. Yes. Well, you guys have been absolutely fantastic. We hope you had a fantastic time here at your holiday party. And we encourage you to come back to the Ahern Hotel for every weekend comedy. New Year's Eve, we have a big party. NFR next week for all the country music. You guys are great. We love you. I'm Lorenzo Clark. Thank you for coming. Good night, everybody. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Festivus. Happy Kwanzaa. Good night.